me, and I'm the chairman of the town budget committee for the purposes of this, I'm going to use a little bit of that knowledge, is that the state government, specifically the legislature, refused free federal money of approximately $46 million, which was designed to help charter schools. I think that a lot of people would argue that the taxes from the property tax, the state property tax, which actually is paid by the property tax owner in the town, and money of this sort should follow the student, is their argument. Other folks would argue that you need to support the current infrastructure as we have it, and we can't afford to lessen it by supporting charter schools, which have, as I understand it, the same responsibilities as far as the state requirements are concerned as does any regular public school.
That actually isn't completely true.
Well, you may educate me and the population.
Okay. Well, you used a term. You said free money, Jim, and that
I don't believe that, of course. As the budget committee chairman, I don't believe there's anything such as free money.
Okay, of course you don't. Here's the dilemma. It was $46 million, and Woodland was fully expecting to get it. And I actually just want to say people have the misconception that the legislature voted on this. We did not. This decision was from a committee, and we did not vote on it as a body.
That was the fiscal committee of the state?
Yes. And it was a long hearing, too. She's
so,
100% accurate on it. Was not a legislative.
So I did not vote against it or for or against it because we were not able to do that. But the argument that the committee made was that it was $46 million for startup costs, but that the state would be on the hook for another $188 million to keep it going. And Jeb Bradley the other day made some arguments that saying, well, hold on, it may not be as it seems. And let me just say this, that if we can show that this is not going to be a detriment to our traditional public schools, and we're not going to be siphoning off $188 million from our traditional public schools, I could see supporting it, but I need to see that data. I'm hearing two different things, that the committee is saying one thing, and so I really want to see that data. But my concern is that we not siphon away money that the schools desperately need and are going to need right now, particularly with the COVID crisis.
You mean from the state level?
Yes.
The
state is going to be they're saying that the state would be on the hook for that $188 million.
So the finances are to stand up new charter schools and expand charter schools. So there are constraints on that, and once the charter school is up and running, it has to be funded. Now, something to remember on the charter school is that if you ask a fish to climb a tree, that fish is going to fail every time. And this goes into multiple intelligence, which is it's an educational theory by Gardner, and it says that I might be wilderness smart, I might be outdoor smart. My daughter is reading smart. My son is body smart. He's kinesthetic. He needs to move. The charter schools provide these opportunities for the students that may not live or may not learn best in a traditional opportunity. But when we start talking about funding and costs, there is a problem, and when we talk about it, that the traditional amount of money that goes to a charter student is more. However, the total cost for a charter student is almost half. It's about $9,000 in the state versus $17,000. And there's a great NHBR article that I posted on my Facebook today, because I actually went and visited the Woodland Charter School yesterday and actually saw the stuff that they're doing there. And I have to applaud them. They're doing a wonderful thing, because by providing an alternate means, we can get some of the kids out of those classrooms that are in traditional, and that lowers the census per class, and it allows us to space out a little bit better, and it makes it safer. So in the time of COVID, I believe that we should be looking at as many opportunities as we can for as many students as we can.
I just want to add on that,
because
I actually I didn't see it on your page, but I saw the NHPR article on charter schools, and that comparison with costs is a little bit skewed, because the charter schools don't pay for some of the things that the public schools do, such as transportation and some other big costs. So it's not really apples to apples.
She is 100% correct on that. They're not paying for the union pieces. Some of them don't pay for the medical pieces. Some of them have a lot less to do with infrastructure costs. And the busing is a huge piece, the ability to get there. So the busing, you're 100% in agreement with this. We both read the same article. So it's
bottom line.